Who was saying I'm not on time? I can read that, you know. Hello, everyone. Oh, Scratch, you're here. I didn't have to say bye. Oh, no, it's not late. Hello, everyone. Oh, that goes fast, like the Flash. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not retarded. Yes, scratches everywhere, especially with that car now. So, how is everybody? I hope you're all doing good. Oi. Love you too, Judith. So, you sweethearts, how I hope you're all good. And this is not a joint, this is sage. Yeah, just saying. Just confirming that. So, hey, everybody. So, I'm not saying hi to everyone by name just because I can't touch my chat. It will disappear. So, I'm just saying hi, everybody. And I love you. So, nice to see you all here. It's always nice to see you. So, today, today I wanted to talk about the element ether, the throat chakra that goes with it, and of course, the herbs going with it. I mean, the herbs that I pick, not what Google tells me. So, there, because I'm stubborn. I mean, some people think they're stubborn, right, Scratch? But I'm more stubborn. So we have a stubborn competition. Yeah. So of course, I can't freaking talk. No, not you, Scratch. No, ever. Oh, my chat. There it goes again. Oh, no, it's back again. See, Greg, thanks for coming. Well, I saw Louis and Scratch and Michael and Shannon and Panta and Ultraviolet and Celine. It is Jason, Sue, Judith, Johan, Tim. If I'm missing any, missing, oh my God. New America all again. Robin. Did I miss anyone? Deborah. Panta Paranormal. Mary. So I'm just so sorry. I can't scroll up. Really, I can't. I'm not touching my chat. I don't know. Oh, and Glenn and Maureen. Alex, Manic. Skylar Berto, the Joe Info. So now I got you all. Shannon. No, don't touch it. Don't. No, really can't. Even if I touch the mouse, my chat disappears. So I got you all, right? If not, hello to whoever I didn't get. Can't touch this. Alrighty then. So the element, ether, the fifth element. So I made my notes. MC Shannon, yeah. Can't touch that chat. Can't touch chat. I like that, Glenn. Yeah, right, Michael? Yeah, I don't know why. Every time my chat goes black. So I can't do it. Okay, shall we do that? All right, my notes about the fifth element, which in a scientific way, I can't really give you a lot because I ain't no scientist. Not like professional witchcraft scientist, alchemist, and all that, but different, right? Not different, but you know what I mean. So it's like the fifth. Oh, none your business. Bottle caps. Hello, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, I got in trouble too, right? From that one weirdo there. He came on my side too and gave me advice not to mess with things I don't understand. I'm acting like a little girl, playing with the doll stuff. Who is that, Lisa? Is he like, I don't know, out of a mental institution? Max! So, alrighty. Amanda! Oh, I talked to him already. And he was bugging Lisa too, and I don't like that. I don't like when my friends get attacked for nothing. So, okay. The fifth element is the key to the answer to one of today's greatest secrets in the world of physics and cosmology. Scientists estimate that 84% of matter in the universe is dark matter, but they have no idea what it is. So, neither do I, right? I could look all professional and hey, but nope. So, but what we know, the fifth element has given like various names, the chi, the mana, and but we do know it's the most important life energy and ethereal energy. So it's more like a subtle energy than the electrical energy. So that was just that. So much for science and physics. So let's get to my notes that I made. That was Google. So now comes me. But I gotta read. So yeah, I'm not gonna read the chat for a second. Okay, so pardon me. The ether is the union of the two polarities, the male and the female. It towers over four other elements of earth, water, fire, and air. This is especially illustrated by the magic symbol of the pentagram. This is what I always talk about, right? The ether, and I think I totally wrote it wrong, didn't I? I totally wrote the title wrong. I think I wrote it totally in German, but I hope you know what I mean. I just realized I wrote it in German ether. Sorry. Yes, ultraviolet. It's true. Hey, experimental. Good to see you. 99 scratch. What 99? So the ether is seen as the spirit of all beings and stands for transcendence, for eternal change, and for the changes associated with it. He's everything what was, is, and will be. He is the union of all opposites, inside and out, everywhere and nowhere, female and male, good and evil, body and spirit, and thus symbolized by them. The two colors, white and black, are assigned to him equally. Transparent color can also be used for him, or it, not him, it. The element is not assigned out a direct compass direction because it represents the center. In the magic circle, we find the ether in its center and at the same time in its, I couldn't find the word for that. So all around, I mean, circumference, I think. I couldn't find the word. You have to apologize. I have to translate everything, right? I write it down in German and then I have to translate it. Since the ether represents the eternal change, the whirling year wheel is ascribed to him. So, and for the witches or for magical workers, the cauldron is the elemental weapon of the ether. This is a cauldron of iron, copper, silver, or clay, which is adorned with magical signs, the ones that you pick, and represents a connection to the goddess as well as all being. So, and also the mistletoe, which was of great importance, especially in for the Druids, and I talked about that in the past, and the verbena, which has always been attributed to witchcraft, are those plants that can be assigned to this element. Magic represents the forces that can be found in all life and lifeless. It lies in every element. She holds things together and pulls them apart. The elemental force, if you will. Ether represents the sound and is the element of the mind. It is the energy that connects all other energies. It is the silent center in us, the center out of which all our functions control, and the mind beating wheel of rebirth or an empty circle are its symbol. It's no beginning and no end. So, and now I just had an awesome thought that slipped. You see, if I don't write it down, I lose it. I probably remember it in an hour. Oh yeah, I got it again. This when I said ether represents the sound and is the element of mind. And with everything else I read, like this is where the magic happens in our mind, right? So we can control this for the good. So, what else did I have? In fact, in the normal daily struggle for survival, the qualities of the ether of not attained to the prominence that befell it. So, it's like maintaining the daily bread, health, happiness, even if it was short. So everything that has to do with intuition, ideals, ideas, even before the realization in the world of thoughts, belong to the ether. The ether is the first of elements from which all others are brought into realization. This is what I mean with the thought. For in the ether, the primordial soup of all elements is, as it were, the potency for realization lies in the various states of expression. Can you still follow me? Yeah? Say yes. Yes, Anya? So, the music is the ether. The colors are the ether. So, like, the music is the ether, the play, the air, everything that is still unmourned aspires, flows, transforms, blossoms, and acts can be found in the ether. So yeah, it also carries the music. I like to call it music, right? The frequencies. Do I still, Alex? So interrupt me if I'm too fast. Still good? Yeah? I still make sense? Okay. So, and the reason and the reason I brought the ether up, like I said, I will be talking about all the elements, and I started already, as you know. Is it's connected with the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is also a very important chakra because this is actually where our thoughts happen. So, I know, sounds totally weird. How can you think with your throat? But I'm getting there. So, so the spiritual qualities of your throat chakra, you know where it is, right? I got cold hands. Not that you needed to know that. So it's the seed of our uniqueness and individuality, authentic self-expression of the soul, ability to manifest, opening to the subtle level, access to intuition, clarity inside and out. So makes sense, right? With the ether. So if we can't express, if we can't express to the soul, then nothing will happen. Do it make sense? So, and the sense is also the hearing. Yeah, like I said before, we had that before with other chakras, right? That like the root was the nose and all that. So, and this is the hearing, which makes sense because we have not only to listen like to ourselves, right? Trying to express, listen to our gut feelings so we can express. This is how I can explain that, trying to explain it. So, yeah, the throat chakra processes experiences of self-expression, especially the expression of our highest truth as a soul. It connects us to the higher transpersonal mind. The throat chakra is the source of our understanding and communication skills. The throat chakra connects us to the higher mind so that inner messages of the soul, one's destiny, and synchronicities are unconditionally perceived in the outer world, knowing that the outer world is only a mirror of our inner being. The larger connection behind these things, the reality at the level of pure vibration is recognized. So, oh, you're leaving, Lisa? Namaste. Thank you for coming. Or are you staying? I didn't read. Hey, Celtic. Where was I? I really need to focus. So, mommy. So I read that. Okay, so if our throat chakra is opened, we are able to express ourselves, and we feel the truth deeply. And we can openly express their feeling, thoughts, and attitudes in a full acceptance of our own weakness. And people with an open throat chakra, they're good listeners because they can understand not only themselves but others from the higher perspective as well. Also, they can improvise well and are open to any kind of inspiration. They talk in clarity and put things in a nutshell. They love communicate and not shy to debate it, you know. So it widens the horizon. If you debate, you learn new things. So even if sometimes debating gets a little heated up, I like it because I find it's interesting. So where was I? So people with an open throat chakra, functioning throat chakra, they can clearly perceive their wishes and are able to manifest them in their lives and fulfill them. In addition, these people have an undisturbed expression of their intuition, soul, and are trustingly guided by their inner guidance. So they listen to their inner guidance. I know, listen. So these are the organs that I connected with the. Hey, J-Tick, Pyramid, Wiener Schnitzel. Wiener Schnitzel mit Pommes. Pyramid, that was Wiener Schnitzel with French fries. Fuckleberry. So yeah, Shannon, the thyroid is one of the organs that's connected to the throat chakra. Shannon, I was just going to that. So it's the neck and shoulders, the back of the arms and hands, the ears and the nose, the pine socket, mouth, teeth, throat, larynx, thyroid, and parathyroid. So this is all. Thanks, Celtic girl. This is all connected to your throat chakra. Hi, Skyheart. So, and if your throat chakra is not functioning correct, then this may be a painful experience since it processes our self-expression as beings, right? So the painful experience in this regard is a lack of expression, that the lack of an expression can lead to the blockage. So people with a blocked throat chakra, self-expression and communication with the environment is disturbed. Neither are they able to communicate needs, desires, opinions, ideas, nor are they able to listen to others. Often behind it is a fear to show oneself. So fear is in every respect, it's a barrier to contact other. Fear of criticism, fear of rejection, fear of negative reaction, fear of losing control. So, and this mostly leads to a network of lies. And I'm not talking a network network, internet network. I'm talking about your inner network. So also those affected hardly have access to the inner voice, have no access to their inner voice and no confidence in their own intuition. They have little to no self-confidence. And as a creative self-expression is disturbed too, they often take the world colorless and poor for lack of their ability to dream, to try, to improvise, and to develop ideas. The pain of the soul not being able to express itself is reflected to an excessive hardness and self-judgment. So, I mean, you understand what I mean, why this is connected with the fifth element, with the ether, because there lies everything, right? Everything. And if we can't connect to our soul, which carries the ether, so it cannot do a job. Do I make sense? Hey, crucify Robin Hood. Max. Bottle caps. This is so gonna hunt me forever. I knew it. So also, yeah, like I said before, all the organs that I mentioned, like especially your thyroid is affected. So you can even can go to inflammation of sinuses, oral cavity, the gums, and the thyroid, of having a lack of drive, right? Nervousness, pain in the areas of the shoulder and spine, because it's all connected here, right? So let me see if I show. So the healing of the throat chakra begins where one's own inner truth is denied or distorted by ego identities. So with ego identities, I mean, not only that you have too much ego, that you're all full of yourself, that you're all like, Mr. Woo, right? I got it all. Ego, another ego identity is also if you don't have any self-esteem, which I just mentioned, like if you don't trust in yourself, if you think you're not good enough, that's an ego too. It's just a low ego. Like recognizing and accepting one's own reality will help to give expression to it, bit by bit, until in the end we can live and express our highest truths of our soul in every situation. So I know this is a tough job. Trust me, been there, done that, still doing it. So this includes learning to distinguish one's inner messages from the adapted messages of others. Could be starting with the parents. I mean, I'm not one that likes to blame everything on a childhood or the parents, because if there's a competition out for shitty childhood, I probably get at least one prize. So, but do you have the chance to change your life? It's a long, long way, but you can do it. You really, really can. And I'm allowed to say that because I've done it. And I'm still working every day on myself, right? So every day I'm doing things that I would have never done in the past, like being spontaneous, doing things without And if it doesn't turn out the way I planned it or wanted it or wished for it, that I be like all destroyed, right? I move on. At least I did it. So yeah, or if you have a low ego and then, like I said, started in childhood. Like usually they say the adaptance with a throat starts between the 16th and 21st year of life. That's when it hits you. Hey, wake up! Dallas Wolf. Hello. Did anyone else came in that I missed? Sorry. Right, JTIC? Yeah, I did spontaneous things. Right, Scratch? So it's important to really releasing yourself of that past. And I know it's a hard job. I said that before. I'm not saying, hey, could you just go and release your past? Could you put it just in a drawer over there and lock it, And to make sure, if you close the door, take a freaking nail and hammer and nail it. No, I wish I could tell you it's that easy, but it's not. It's hard work, but it's doable. And you can do it. So the trick is just really, really, you have to become yourself. So, and here's another one, right? What the fuck is she talking about? Become yourself. Yeah, you have to become yourself because also, right? Parents, let's go back to the parents. Let's just blame it on the parents for a second. And then we take in the schools as well. We are all being programmed. So this counts for the chakras as well, especially for that one. We have to reprogram. Once we start reprogramming, being of who they want us to be, is it school? Is it parents? Is it friends? Is it the fashion industry? Is it TV? Is it the freaking institution? My favorite institution. I blame them for all. So first thing. So, hey, Great White Hunter. Oh, Last Resort is here too. Hey. Yeah, really, it takes time and you can do it. Yeah, you really have to release yourself from all this programming that they do to you to become yourself. And then at one point you're like, you don't even recognize yourself anymore because you're so used to the old you. So, for an example, how can I explain that? How to start? I mean, yeah, it can, Deborah. It's true. How to reprogram? Of course, herbs, incense, meditation, yoga. I mean, I don't do no yoga, but I should actually. But I like to take a walk in nature. And I love to go jogging, but I can't do that right now because my ankle still hurts because I had it broken last year. So I can't do it too much. But I'm drifting off again. Fuck. Oh, I forgot what I wanted to say. Shit. See, my brain went jogging. Yeah, to relieve that. It's really, yeah, meditation. Get help from people to, take blockages of your chakra. Use incense, use chakra sprays, chakra oils. It's all there, just make sure that if you get help, they don't charge you $300 an hour because it's not supposed to make you broke. It's supposed to help you and not bringing you into the next crisis. So, and I find that more and more, and that just pisses me so off. And I think right now my throat chakra is overreacting. Yeah, right? Bottle caps, what kind of oil are we? I'm not talking about lube, right? I'm talking about oil. Ah, why squish, scratchy? Why? Um. Oh, hey, James. Sorry, didn't see you. Yeah, exactly, Max. To forgive. That's another important point. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, forgiveness. Like I had shit happening in my childhood. I'm not talking about in public because it's over anyways. I'm not attracting that energy. But I forgave those people and I move on. I mean, not that I might not kill them if they do it again, but they can't anymore. Old and dead. But yeah, you need to let the hate go, and that will eat you up. Another thing, hate, to forgive, move on. I mean, you don't have to love the person you forgive. Just the best thing, that's what I did with the rest of my family. I feel nothing. Like, I don't care, right? It's like, okay, thanks for the lesson. See you around. Have a good life. So, in peace, right? Does that make sense? So, uh, yeah. Yep, you need to love yourself first. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. This is like the whole programming we are in, right? They tell us how to dress, how to look, what to like, what to love, what to hate, which religion to believe, which God to believe. If not, you're a sinner. If you don't look like that model, you're a fat, ugly bitch, for example. If a man cries, he's not man enough, right? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I'm just giving examples. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's tough to get there, but you can get there. Love them and their a state of positive, not for you to judge. Love them at their original state of positive, not for you to judge. Rather than with hate, it's better to empty it out and move forward. Yeah. When someone gives you that look, you have to be able to put your hands on your hips, look, then square in the eyes and say, what the hell are you looking at? Great White Hunter, did I say hi? Did I? So, bottle caps. You see, I just pretend I'm not reading it. The truth is, I moved my third eye here and I'm... Okay, so since mine is the herbs, right? I'm mentioning a few herbs that you can use for it. And yeah. Love it to you, Anne. So one of them is the vervain, the verbena. I talked about it. Scratch, I best not type. Such a shithead. Okay. So I talked about the verbena a while back ago, but since I really like it for the throat chakra, I'm just going to talk about it again. Okay. I'm reading. I'm not reading the chat. I'm reading. So the main applications for the verbena is cough and indigestion. And the medical properties of it. It's astringent, stimulating, antibacterial. I just hope I so translated it right. It's a blood purifier, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, makes you sweaty. You know, if you're sick and you need to sweat that whole shit out. Hey, Tim, who? I don't think I said hello. Delaney! And it's toning. So then the application in the respiratory tract, because it's all right. It's for bronchitis, for whooping cough, and for the upper respiratory tract, for sore throat, tonsillitis, and for fever. And it's also for your digestive system, for heartburn, bowel weakness, liver weakness, for your metabolism, spleen disorders, rheumatism, gout. It's blood thinning. It's if you have anemia, for weakness, and also for urinary organs, for bladder stones, kidney stones. And also for the ladies, it's for regulation the menstrual cycle. Also for women that are having issues breastfeeding, it will produce the milk, helps you producing the milk. And now for the man in the chat, if you drink that, you will not make breast milk, okay? You can drink it, do not worry. So the nervous system, it's for if you're nervous weakness, you know, sometimes it drains you so much that you're just tired from being nervous and anxious. For migraine, for the skin, it's for wounds, eczemas, cuts, for mild burns, for bruises. But of course, external doesn't help then if you drink the tea, right? It makes sense. Like you need to put it on if you have an open wound. So, what? Pork chop. So, and if you want to burn the incense, since I'm all about incense as well, right? It has a lot of essential oils. I think at one point I have to talk about the supplements and the plants again, like essential oils, tannin, and all that. I think I do that next time. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I think, or I make a little video for that, for the ingredients, so people understand what essential oil. Well, you know what essential oils are, but there's so many others: alkaloids, tannin, flavoin. So I think I do that. I make a little video. Big water bottle caps. I thought that video. That wasn't a seagull. And your video bottle caps. Is it really? So the spirit of the plant verbena. This incense will. Hi, Celine. I said hi, right? Did I say hello? I thought that was a turkey bottle caps. I thought the intro was a joke. No, it wasn't. So, okay, incense. Let's get spiritual here again. Okay, the spirit of the plant of verbena. It helps you to promote our courage to create or start something new. Magic with incense is attributed magical powers, and it was one of the sacred plants of the Druids. I said that before, right? The great incense gives us protection against negative things. So therefore you can really also use it as a protection for your house. And like I like to drink tea of it before I do a ritual. Before you all get excited, it will not make you high, okay? It's just verbena. So calm down. No milk for the man and not getting high either. So don't even try to smoke it. It will just connect you. So those who are often like if you have nightmares a lot and you smudge your bedroom before it, that helps too, because it takes away the energy energy. And also it smells very nice if you burn it. It smells like autumn, like fall. Really smells nice. And bottle caps. Hi, Diane. So next I have the elderberry. I love the elderberry. It's one of my favorite. So, and in Germany, elderberry was dedicated to, well, at least in Germany, to the woman Holla. So she's like the goddess of the underworld, which I associate with Hel or Hecate. It's, for me, it's the same. Where was I? Sorry, I'm almost there. Yeah, in Germany, skin diseases of cattle were treated by a charm with elderberries. So they were broken off at sunset. And at the same time, the name of the sick animal was called. So that's pretty cool. But I'm not going too much into the history, I think. So let's go to what you can do with it. Like, unfortunately, I don't have any I just forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, we don't have any elderberry here in Edmonton, so that pretty much sucks. I love elderberry because you can do so much with it: jellies, juices, tea. And it's also, and for medicine purposes, it's really, really good. So the main application is for colds. Then it is stimulating, purifying, hemostatic, anti-inflammatory, fungicidal, and it's for immune deficiency, abscesses, acne, anginas. Okay, here we come to the throat, arthritis, asthma, respiratory disease, eye inflammation, flatulence, bronchitis, cellulite, eczema, cold, fatigue, wrinkles. I doubt that. Fever. No, I'm just kidding. Shingles, sore throat for your urination tract, skin inflammation, herpes, hay fever, cough, insect bite, itching, knee joint inflammation, pain, bone weakness, headache, circulatory insufficiency, insufficiency. Okay, I said it. Migraine, milk production again, fatigue, nervousness, kidney weakness, bruising, rheumatism. I think I wrote that down twice, didn't I? Insomnia, pain, runny nose. Well, that really helps. Like I always drink elderberry tea. If you're overweight, which will not reduce your kilos, it just helps you to release the water. Burns, sprains, constipation, toothache. So it's really, I think it pretty much got it all, right? So, and then it's also, like I said, it's holla, and also it's the holy tree of Frigga, and it connects you with the spirit of the earth. So, like I said, it's for protection and medical smudging. That's shit, I forgot the word. Juniper, yeah. It's the same with juniper. Like juniper, is an elderberry. They're very good. Let's say you've been lying in bed sick for a week, and then after you smudge it with juniper or elderberry, that will take away the energies, of the sickness. Hi, Ian. Hey, DJ, weatherman. And my chat is gone again. Oh, Deborah is here too. Tim, who? Oh, you got that in your yard? No, Lisa. No shot for me. Ever. No, Johan, you're not weird. Juniper smells wonderful. Not wonderful. It smells very awesome. So where was I? Since the elderberry is counted among the incense of the moon for the witches, it supports our mystical and feminine side. So, but be said, because we talked before about the ether, female, male, right? This is also important for men because sometimes you have a little too much male energy, not enough female energy. So, and that needs to be in balance if you guys want to hear it or not. So, but some men have a little too much female energy, then don't smudge it. For that, I mean. So also, which is good for the energy of the smudged elderflower, can also be used in rites to clarify the past or incarnations, the past incarnations or our past life in this life. So, but also in rites of passage and ancestral contacts. And it's helpful with oracles like tarot cards, question of fate and all that. So yeah, and this goes with the ether, right? Even though if we had a traumatic experience, elderberry, the fumigation, the smoke, can give us a different perspective. So in this gee, I'm losing my words. Holy shit, girl. Get a grip of yourself, Anya. So yeah, it will help us with traumatic experiences as well, and will help us see things in different perspective. So which I find is important, like if your throat chakra is blocked, right? And you need to let go of that programming that brought you to the point where you can't talk and express your feelings, it will help you with it. So, what else did I have to say? Um, time. Time. Do I say that right? I talked about that as well already, but I find it very interesting and very important for um, the throat chakra. So I'm just saying I'm using, I picked all those herbs for the throat chakra. So because I feel that they are correct. I mean, I feel that they're okay for that they will be good for that. So thyme, you all have it in the kitchen, even dried, you know, most of us, not a scratch. He doesn't have time. Just bugging you. Um, so, and we have actually a very awesome medical herb in our cabinet that we cook with, that we can do. Scratch heard his name. Nothing, nothing. Go on. Keep writing. I said you don't have. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. Okay, time. So most of us have it in the cabinet, and if you don't have it, you can get it at the supermarket in the herbal section for cooking. So of course you can get it fresh as well, or you can grow it yourself. And even if you have them dried, perfect, good enough. So thyme is stimulating, antibacterial, it's soothing, anti-inflammatory, fungicidal, um, then for bronchitis, cough, whooping cough as well, all kind of cough, spasmodic cough, irritable cough, you know, sometimes that's what I do, asthma, a regular cold, the sore throat, um, for your digestive system, indigestion, heartburn, bloating, stomach upset, diarrhea, liver weakness, then for the metabolism, um, rheumatism, gout, for bladder weakness. So if you have, for the girls, not the guys, if you have menstrual disorders, like if it's not coming on a regular term and you really want it out of the system, time will help you. And even for cramps. So, but I want to say to that, like, if you're pregnant, especially in early stage, don't do it, and not even later on, because it will help, yeah, or make things a little faster. And it's also a positive thing for your ovulation. So if you don't want to don't think just because you're promoting a menstruation, you can get pregnant. No, it will help. So, and also it's for nervousness, insomnia, nightmares, epilepsy, even. But again, with stuff like that, disease like epilepsy or heart issues, right? Always consult a doctor, a real doctor, like Western medicine that has the tools a herbalist does not have, like machines to measure everything. You know what I mean? And for the gentleman, for hangover, it's very good for hangover because it's very good for migraine as well. And also, again, for external, for sprains, for wounds, eczemas, pimples. all stuff like that. So yeah, it's amazing what we have in our kitchen cabinet. And if you burn the incense, um, it's really a strong, nice smell. Like it really is. It smells beautiful, and it will help you to um, strengthen our self-esteem. This is what the spirit of this plant will help us and support us with. So, but I would recommend it doing in the evening when we calm down a bit from the day. Don't come home from work or whatever and put it on. Just like calm down for a bit. So, because it's very cleansing and has a strengthening effect on our soul. So it's if you have many fears, it's a very good company on. Like the spirit of the plant help us recognizing our courage, and even if it gets sensitive in life, not to run away, but to face things. And this what I mentioned before too with the throat chakra, right? So this will help us to open it up. So if we fail in a task where our assertiveness is in demand, this incense brings us to a point where we can do what we want. It shows us a way to stay diplomatic in things. So, and this is why I picked time. So, and of course, so all the herbs, like I would recommend tea. If it regarding the throat chakra, I would recommend tea and an incense. You can even mix it all together. Tastes crappy, but except thyme. I like thyme. Um, I like the taste of it. So, and of course, we have the essential oils, right? Or if you want to mix an incense mix about of the things I just said, throw in a little benzoe. Um, yeah, because it smells a little vanilla-ish, and yeah, it's it will give us the inner peace when you're sad and depressed, right? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And my favorite, of course, my favorite resin. Um, amber. So amber is like a fossil. I can't say the word. Fossil resin, right? So, and it's most likely from a pine. So, and like you can even put amber in an incense mix. You just really have to crush it really, really, really hard, right? Um, fossil, FOSSIL, fossil. Ball caps. I'm not gonna translate what that would mean in German. I will not go there. I will so not go there. Because if you cut out the L, that gets a totally new meaning in German. But I'm no, no. Yeah, you can smoke thyme. Oh, Anna is here. Sorry. Are you in here for long? I didn't see you. I'm sorry. So yeah, it will give you the balance. It will strengthen your will to make decisions, right? And also help you to remember things. So maybe I should just eat a freaking resin amber stone, a resin. I mean, amber is not a stone. Sorry. See, I need amber. So yeah, it will just give you more optimism because it's also combined with the sun, I find, and that fits so wonderful with the throat chakra. Don't eat it? Okay, I won't eat it. So you can make your own amber oil, by the way. Just saying. You just need a good carrier oil and put it in there for many, many weeks. Well, not many, many, many weeks, like a week. Bye, Johan. Nighty, nighty. Come on, Scratch. I sent you the nettle beer recipe. I don't know that you still don't like my nettle. So amber has always been used in medicine. So the oil is actually very good for headaches, or even muscle tensions. Yeah, and it's very, very easy to make. So what else do we have? What else did I like? Yeah, the valerian root. I just wanted to bring in the valerian root quick. Well, they actually connected more with your third eye or crown chakra. But I would like to connect it with the throat chakra as well because it's calming, relaxing, So it will take away the anxieties. And I think if we have something stuck here, it builds up and it builds up here and then it gets stuck here. And then later on, it ends up in the tummy and so on. You know what I mean? So, and it's not only like calming and helps you sleep, or like it's also used in antidepressants. Yeah, valerian essential oil. Yeah, wonderful, Deborah. So, what else does it do? If you have problems with your gallbladder, gastritis, cramps, stomach cramps, heart trouble, again, go see a doctor with Western medication and the equipment, right? Nervousness. I mean, if you have a little heart racing because you're nervous or have an anxiety, of course, that's like a regular heart problem that I'm talking about. Heart trouble, I mean. So, yeah, I said the nervousness, anxiety, backache, sleeping disorders, restlessness, tensions. So it got some other very nice aspects, right? So also, which I find very good for that, so back then they used to use that spirit of that plant to smudge. They smudged it when they had people close to them that had bad energy. So they just smudged them and they didn't arrive, they didn't make it there. So, and you can still do it. Oh, awesome. Wake up. If, yeah, it's good to protect you against people that are, that don't want your best, that don't like you to succeed. They're just like jealous. Or, of course, and we all know energy vampires. Don't we all know them? You know? You mostly recognize energy vampire. I mean, not saying they're doing that on purpose. Some people don't even realize it. You talk to a person and you just get tired, minute by minute by minute. So, and with this incense, like if you burn the valerian, you can build up a shield. It helps you build up the shield. And it also, yeah, it helps you to release fears if you're nervous. And that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, those fears that stop us from going ahead to talk our truth, you know? It brings back the sun in your heart. Or here, it makes it smooth. So that was it. Yeah, and it was a plant of Balder. It was and attributed to Balder, the sun god. Yeah, so that was it for the element of ether. And the herbs and the throat chakra. Yeah, people need to speak the truth. Yeah. So what else did I wanted to say? It's October. Herb is the word that rhymes. So I just want to bring that just quick. Has nothing to do with what I just talked about, but it's October, so the season of the witch is starting already. It's the feast of the dead, right? So this is when the old dies and new gets created. So for me personal, it starts in October and it ends in November. Far along. So it pulls all the way. The energies go very long. Yes, rebirth. So what it is, we have Zawayne coming. You know it as Halloween. Some know it as Zawayne. And it's the Celtic New Year. And actually, masks were worn to, like today. I mean, okay, it's not that everybody gets dressed as a ghost or wears weird masks. The purpose behind it, where this is actually coming from, since Zawayne is the night where the veil is so thin that you have yeah, that this is why when you connect with your ancestors, like if you have questions, if you want to connect with your ancestors, it's the best time. And because the wheel was so thin, this is why they started wearing masks. They were so scared, so they were wearing the mask to fit into, because they thought the dead would walk along the street and they didn't want to get caught and dragged with them. So that's why they started wearing masks, to match, to look like the dead. This is actually where this comes from. So, but now I don't know, people go a spaghetti pot or something. I don't know. So that's like one of my favorite times of the year. And of course, I go with the moon, right? It's not, for me, it's not the 31st. For me, it's a full moon. And I believe the Hunter moon is, if I'm not mistaken, around the 24th. Yeah. So this is where I celebrate this festival. Okay, and I'm bringing this up because I've been noticing that more and more. So my 2 cents for that. So it's time, days are getting long and dark and it gets cold and you sit by the fireplace. So I just read what I wrote. At Zawayne, one commemorates the dead and especially their own ancestors, who according ancient beliefs protect the family and assist them with their advice. This is what we do, right? When we do Ouija board, pendles, or whatever. Don't get me started on spirit boxes, though. No. So the dead of the past year are not yet remembered, as their dead is not long enough ago. So what I'm saying with that, when someone passes, the soul needs at least, or the soul needs at least a year to adjust to the new circumstances. So them moving on could take up to a year. So they need at least a year to separate themselves from their life on earth, right? To go to the other side and to settle down there. So here's my thing. By contacting them or not letting go as a result of excessive grief and unacceptability, we hold them unnecessarily long in this world and deprive them of the opportunity to go to peace. This is why my opinion is not to contact them or keep them in any spirit boxes. Call them with the Ouija boards, etc. Not during that time, please. The longer they stay, the more confused they get, and I mentioned that before. After a while, they start getting angry, and this is what most people call haunted houses or poltergeists or whatever. And the higher the chances are that you get the wrong information. If they're angry, confused, the longer they stay here, the more angry, the more confused they get. And if they're confused, how can you be sure you get the right answer? Yeah, right, wake up. Yeah, exactly. What last resort? What happened? What, you going already? Night night. Did something happen? You seem pissed. Hmm? I missed something. So I know it's hard when someone passes, right? And most people know you feel the presence and everything because they're there. They want to say goodbye. Like I said, it takes at least up to a year for them to move on. And if you continue calling with whatever possible lock them in a spirit box, that's not good. So that's why you have these times of the year, when they're moved on peacefully, no strings attached here anymore. And you have the Festival of the Dead, as also Wake Up says. You have the possibility, connect with them, because the veil is thin, and you can contact your ancestors. You do not need to hold on to them or lock them away, or it sucks. Like I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm not telling anyone what to do or not to do, but like I would just be very careful with the informations you get, because you don't know who it actually is, and you can have tricksters, and how will you know? When you can let them go, it causes a dead pain. No, it does not. Why would you think it causes the dead pain? No. They get trapped in their belongings until to the spirit. Yeah, Tim Hu, that's a good one. Oh, when you can't. Oh, yeah. I was just like, what do you mean? You can't. It causes pain when you let them go. No. So, yeah. I was just a little confused, Delaney. I was like, what? Yeah, so yeah, to spirits and all that, I think I'm gonna have a subject at one point. There are different different energies, different spirits that turn into different and it's okay, Delaney. It's all good. Hey, if I come up with a fuckle tree, you can say that. So, but also remembering the dead does not have to be associated with grief and gloomy thoughts. You know, the ancestors are with us at night if we want it. And so, but not only the dead are dedicated to this feast, but also the gods of the dead who welcome and protect the dead in wherever they are, right? So, and here we come to Hulda again, to the elderberry bush, not the fuckleberry bush, the elderberry bush. Like I said, she is the ruler over the realm of the dead. So, and that's a German way. And of course, in the north, it's Hel, right? And or Freya. So Zawayne is a time when wheels between the reality and the like our reality and the other worlds are thin. I said that. So if you have, you know, the courage, go through it. So you don't need to think that's where all the fuckers come from. So allegedly. Yeah. So going through the veil is actually really just using the fifth element, you know, as above, so below, you know. So that's how you can see it. So at that night and this night, it's all one level. So that's how I can explain it. It's not that you see the veil and you have to go through a time machine portal, you know. It's just the veil is so thin that you really, that's the best way of contacting them if you really want to. So, yeah, and and it also shows for the witches the triple goddess and the aspect of the ancient wise woman. So, veil have thin legs. Oh. You know what? I'm gonna speak in German now. So, in dieser Nacht könnt ihr dann die Grenzen ins Todesreich überschreiten. Ja, okay? Is that better? If you make fun of my veil. You're making fun of me. Oh shit, now I touched my keyboard. Feel. Now no one can say anything. If oh my God, Sue. Hi, Cynthia. Ja, ja, nein, nein. Ihr Schnitzel. So use this time to speak your blessings and let them go in peace. Really. Thank you, Lisa. So also for that night, it's not only like the dead, it's also the self-renewing power. So that was also one of the reasons. Now, when I'm reading it, I remember why I wanted to bring that up. So it's a time for self-renewing power, not only in nature, but for ourselves as well. So, right, that is what we have to do in order to work with that one here. Yeah. Jawohl. That was that. Yeah, you just invested in Germany. That's true, Scratch. So, I had to clear out my house for the people who built this house. Oh, thank you, Ian. Yeah, right. They thought they were trapped. Yeah, I think you mentioned that, Delaney. Yeah. Hi, Alex. You have to eat trolls? Yes, experimental. And it's honoring them. So that's what I like is like I always put a little offering plate out. I put out some meat, honey wine. I'm saying honey wine because before I say meat wrong, like I said veal wrong. Okay, I'm German. So, and yeah, put out your little offerings, decorate your altar nice, burn some incense, sit down, meditate, say thank you, like I said before, speak your blessings. And if you have questions, you might get the answer, you might not. So, yeah, that was it for tonight. Oh, Jason is here too. So if you don't have nothing spooky in saying cheers to great, great, great Auntie Maud. Right? Experimental, yeah. Oh, okay, Ian. You got it? You bought it? Thank you, Nanya. Thank you too for coming. Yeah, and I'm so sorry that I didn't make it to any streams lately. I didn't do nothing last week, like nothing. A little energy work here and there and a few card readings. But all weekend, I wasn't even on YouTube. Like, I was so tired and I really have to catch up with a few people. So I wasn't neglecting anyone. I was just really drained and tired and I had to catch up a bit. So that was the only reason. Not that I don't care. I was just drained and tired. So Okay, you guys, if you don't have any more questions, I will call it a day now. Mwah. So, because I got some energy work to do for actually 2 people. Oh, wake up, ich liebe dich auch. Well, thank you, Scratch, for coming. Well, you're lucky I'm not there. You would so have to cruise with me, you know that, right? Like, really. I don't know, Jason. You need to have the question. Thank you, Alex. Well, thank you. Well, not. I'm not starting Mandela Effect now, Ian. I really have to go. That's going to be another 2 hours, and I don't know what to think about it because I think that could be time shifts, not manipulating, but maybe time shifting. I mean, we're going through shifts, so, but I think that's too much for now to discuss that, and I can't discuss that by myself on the screen. So thank you, each one of you, for coming tonight. Thank you so very much. And I really appreciate it, and I hope you know that. And thank you for listening to my V legs. Yeah, Tim who, yeah, that's my thought. That's what I meant by that. That's kind of my thought. So that's what I mean with shifting. Okay, everyone, wherever you are, have a good night, a good morning, good evening. I hope that information helped you a bit. And like I said, I'm never saying this is it, that is true. This is just my personal opinion, right? So, Jason, okay, shoot it. Quick, I want to go. Yes, Graham, Mr. Jason, I am waiting. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Jason, let's go. I want to go. I have to go. I have appointments. 2 energy works. Jason, text me that on Messenger. It's so cute. I had actually a very shitty day. I was actually ready to lose it today, but I didn't. Thank you. Did your dad, the sea captain, ever come over and fix your flag? I was. Oh, Jenny, Matt, I'm just wrapping up. And so okay, you guys, I really have to go. I would like to stay and just chat, but I really have things to do still tonight, like energy work a bit. So well, thank you again for everyone coming and saying hello and joining the chats and talking about fuckleberries and VLX. Yeah, right, Nanya. No, you hang up. I know. I always do that with my daughter up to date. No, you hang up. No, you hang up, Mom. And then, okay, let's count to 3, and then we hang up. Okay, you guys, I love you very much. And you have a great time wherever you are. And remember, you're awesome. Bye-bye.